configuration, and the question is, how does Spring Boot integrate with external configuration servers? So if you ask me why we need a Spring Cloud configuration, we can take an example of microservices environment. There will be many services and many teams working on it, right? And each service will have its dedicated configuration for each kind of environment. There were different DBs, different API keys, and different configurations. This is very difficult to maintain all the service configurations if they are not centralized or not tracked. This is where Spring Cloud configurations comes into the picture, and it acts as a centralized configuration. So in Spring Cloud configuration, there were three different key components, that is config server, that is central configuration provider, config client, our Spring Boot application or an API service. Then third one is config repository. It can be a Git, it can be SVN, or it can be any file system like COPS or CREDS, anything. Or in simple terms, we can say config server is another service which is dedicated to provide the configurations for all other services. Let's take one simple and complete example. Suppose you have an order service which is a microservice again, and if it wants to fetch the configuration from the external Spring Cloud configuration, we can simply define the properties in its application properties, which is a default, right? So you just mention spring.config import equal to give the config server URL. Boom, that's it. It would able to fetch all the required configuration from the external config server. That's how it works. So guys, that is all about in this episode. That is part 1 of the LTI Mindtree interview. In the next part, we will cover the remaining questions asked on Spring Boot, microservices and DB. Please hit the bell icon if you are not yet subscribed to BITBEE, and also please share the channel with your friends. We'll see you in the next one, and until then, take care.